No, you don't need any more plugins. You probably have a bunch of VSTs you've purchased over the years and effects, and some of those things are awesome. But if you're anything like me, you've got hundreds of these things that you've collected and you rarely use them. You maybe have 10 to 20% of them you actually use. If you're just starting out in music production and trying to learn a few things, I can recommend some good plugins, some external plugins that you might need. But I'm telling you, the stuff in your DAW, whether it's GarageBand, FL Studio, Sonar, Ableton, Logic, Pro Tools, whatever you use, Reaper, Reason, there's a million of them. Whatever you're using, it probably has some incredible effects already in them and some incredible instruments. And if you're not utilizing those already, why are you looking to buy new ones? I'm amazed at how many people are looking for the next reverb or their next delay. The delay module, the echo module, is not that different from it was 10 years ago. They put a little spin on it here and there, maybe some distortion, maybe some harmonizers or something like that, and some compression. But oftentimes these effects can be created on your own with the tools that are already in your DAW. I have a friend of mine, and let's call him Bruce, and he's all show and no action. Unfortunately, he posts pictures all the time of his gear and his studio setup, and he's converted his whole living room into a studio. No acoustic treatment on any of the walls, by the way. And he's got keyboards, 3 or 4 panels of keyboards and guitars on the shelves and amps, and he's got like 4 screen monitors, and his stuff just sounds like ass. It does not sound good. And I don't have the heart to tell him, what am I going to say, right? I have more respect for the person that can take a laptop and sit at a coffee shop with some headphones and crank out some just incredible, talented, creative beats than somebody that's buying a bunch of junk. I think you probably know this to be true. Well, I fell into this mistake for a while. I was kind of a gear nut. I've been producing for about 20 years. And I've collected a lot of plugins over the years, things that I really thought I was going to need, some really cool pianos or some strings or some horns, stuff that I thought, oh, this is going to really elevate my production. And you know what? I might have used it once, might have used it twice. I'd probably say I only use consistently maybe 10 to 20% of the gear that I actually have, audio and hardware. In fact, the hardware gear I never even touch. I rarely choose a different microphone. I kind of stick to the same microphone. I might switch between 1 or 2. Now, if you're in a big studio and you've got all this gear and you have bands coming in and out, that might be different. But if you're an artist like me and you're just making music from home, you're probably going to use the same voice, either your own or just 1 or 2 singers that you're using. You're going to be using the same guitars. You're going to be using a lot of the same gear over and over again. You don't need more. Now, if you have your eye on a plugin, like if you don't have Isotope's Ozone, that's an amazing plugin, or Melodyne or something like that, and there's a Black Friday sale this week, definitely go for it. But if you're just searching around, if you're doom scrolling and just because you're bored and it's Thanksgiving and you don't want to watch football and you're wanting to buy stuff, I urge you not to. I urge you to put your money into something better, and that is education. Whether you get educated through our course, the producer course over at the Triple Threat Artist, or a different course, I don't care, but find an education. Learn your gear. Learn your gear. It's going to elevate you so much further than other people. Think about yourself a year from now. Think about yourself 6 months from now. Where do you want to be in your music production? Do you want to be able to use just a minimal amount of sounds and gear and instruments and make some incredible stuff? Or do you want to have an overwhelming amount of software that you have to keep updated, and you have to keep figuring out how does this, is this backwards compatible? And I upgraded my OS on my computer and now the Omnisphere stopped working. Do you want to be in that position, or do you want to just make great music? Come join us over at the producer course. We are throwing our own little Black Friday sale so that other people can learn how to use what they already have and get better at that. That's where I find a lot of joy, is the simplicity. I'm a little bit of a minimalist. I love creating things with very little, and it's very possible, and some of the greatest producers do that as well. If you'd like to come over, we're going to be giving a discount for Black Friday. Just use the code below, and we would love to see you on the other side. I'm Zion for the Triple Threat Artist, and I'll see you then.